You know, we've got a seat with your name on it in the Delmarva Life audience. We'd like for you to be a part of the historic Studio D Fun. Book your seat. Visit delmarvalife.com, click on the show tab, which is on the left side of your screen now, or call that number, 443-880-9116.
Well, you know, the Parkinson's Disease Foundation reports as many as 1 million people in the United States live with Parkinson's disease.
You probably know of a few famous faces that are living with that disease. For instance, actor Michael J. Fox, who was diagnosed with Parkinson's in 1991. Former boxer Muhammad Ali, also living with Parkinson's disease, as is former Attorney General of the United States, Janet Reno. Now, while they're just a few national figures who are living with Parkinson's, there are plenty of people right here on Delmarva who also live with the disease.
About 7,000 of them, to be exact, and you have a chance to help improve their quality of life. And here to tell us more are Art Cooley with the Lower Shore Parkinson's Support Group and Dr. Renee Fredrickson, the Special Projects Director at MAC Inc., the Area Agency on Aging. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. Art, I'm going to start with you. You actually have Parkinson's disease. Can you tell us about your journey, your story?
About 2008, I noticed some symptoms, a little bit of tremor and some changes in handwriting. Was officially diagnosed in 2009.
What was that like?
I suspected it. My father had Parkinson's, and my mother had a Parkinson's syndrome, PSP, and so I was aware of the symptoms and I saw some similarities, so I anticipated it when I went to the doctor in 2009.
So tell us about some of these symptoms.
Well, it's primarily a movement disorder disease, and the cardinal symptoms are slowness of movement, stiffness, balance-related issues, and tremor. Those four typically are the most prominent ones that the neurologist looks for when they're trying to make a diagnosis.
So you're involved with the Lower Shore Parkinson's Support Group. What does the group do?
We started in March of 2010, so we're 3 years old. We meet once a month as a full group on the third Wednesday at MAC at 2 o'clock, and we meet once a month on the first Wednesday for just caregivers. We provide an opportunity for our members to have two components. One is education. We'll bring in a speaker, a neurologist, a gastroenterologist, a speech therapist, and so forth for an educational program. Or we'll just break into small discussion groups and provide mutual support and talk to one another about how we manage the disease. So it's a combination of support and education. We also subsidize a specialized exercise class, Dance for Parkinson's Disease, which is therapeutic.
And another event you've got coming up, we're going to be talking about here in just a second. Dr. Fredrickson, talking about MAC Inc., and you guys are starting something called PD 101. And this is going to be something at Peninsula Regional Medical Center, right?
It's a partnership. At MAC, we look for partnerships in the community, and this is one of many. It involves PRMC, as you say, the Delmarva Parkinson's Group, and MAC, pulling together speakers that will come and talk about Parkinson's disease from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. on April 29th. By attending this session, people will learn about the disease, treatment courses for the disease, and actually witness an assessment of someone who may or may not have Parkinson's disease.
And you have the Party for Parkinson's coming up, and that's actually turned out to be one of your biggest fundraisers. Tell us about that.
That's one of our two fundraisers, and our biggest one. This is the second annual Party for Parkinson's. It'll be Friday night, the 19th, at the Fountains. This is to honor Harry Roop, who is a member of our group and has Parkinson's disease, and his associates at Exit Shore Realty, the Roop Group, organized this last year. It was very successful. They're putting it on with co-sponsorship from the Rotary Club of Salisbury. That's Harry. Rotary Club of Salisbury Foundation is helping us with it. It's going to be a charity casino dinner, live music, DJ and dancing, and a silent auction, all of that for $30 in advance.
And we have all the details right here if you want to go over them.
At the Fountains on Friday, April 19th from 7 to 11. Variety of things to do, from blackjack and Texas Hold'em in the casino and the big wheel and 50-50 to dancing with a DJ to live entertainment and a dinner buffet. So you can't beat a way to spend 4 hours for $30 and help
Good
a good
time
cause
together.
and help fund our programs for grants that help people with Parkinson's
All right.
in the
Art,
area.
Dr. Frederickson, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. Great information. Now, if you'd like to learn more about Parkinson's disease, including more on telemedicine and an upcoming seminar, be sure to go to delmarvalife.com and click on the show tab that's on the left side of the page.
And still to come on Delmarva Life, we're in the kitchen adding a sweet flavor to salmon. Up next, a citrus twist for your fish.
But first, here's a look at what's coming up in the news on First at 5 on Fox 21 and a little later on, WBOC News at 6.